We have a job to do, boys. And no witnesses. Seriously? Stay still. Not running.